I'm Mikey Fax, and welcome to Shots and Chops. Ow! I think he did. Oh, welcome to Shots and Chops. God. Oh. Yeah. Well, we good.
Yeah, you good. Yeah. You good.
We be back after these messages.
King of Solar Screen.
Ballistic Barrier Products.
Two companies.
One goal, you.
For almost 20 years, we have led the industry in providing an American-made product that's not only safe, but dependable.
And now Ballistic Barrier has curtains for walls, doors, and windows.
A window covering that saves lives and deters active shooters.
A shade to prevent more harm to our schools, our churches, our offices, our homes. With its Kevlar core, you can rest assured that safety is in front of you.
Hey, man, I don't know what time it is, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, which means you're in the smoke hour, and it is time for another episode of Shots and Chops, live in Houston, Texas. Once again, the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network has brought you another one. And, hey, today we got a great show, because right now we got one of the toughest SOBs in the business right now.
Say it again.
A real big dog. Representing for the culture and representing in his business, doing his thing, man. He's been all around Texas representing. I can't give this guy enough credit for doing what he do for the community and everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the dog himself, the Rockwaller Jay Davis.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
He done brought you in pretty good already.
Yeah.
Warm welcome.
Initiation was
Good warm welcome, man. For sure, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
And just to think, he laid in on guys like that all the time. Oh, his mic? His mic. Uh-oh.
I need to pull it up something.
Oh, excuse me.
Can you hear me? All right.
Then you run it back? All right, that's cool.
Damn, chest cell hurts.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Hey, man, I don't know what time it is, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, which means you're in the smoke hour, and it's time for another episode of Shots and Chops, live in Houston, Texas, always representing for the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network we putting on. And today, man, like I said, we have one of the greatest interviews we could possibly have, because we got a real dog in the building.
Big dog.
The biggest dog in the yard. One of the hardest hitting fellas out here right now. I'm talking about one of the baddest SOBs in the game. This guy has really been doing his thing in the city, representing for the culture and the community. I couldn't give this guy enough credit for what he's been doing and he's really putting on. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the biggest dog of them all, the Rockwaller Jay Davis.
Yes, sir. Big dog in
Big
the
dog status,
building,
man.
Shots and chops,
Y'all.
man.
Appreciate y'all.
Speaking of chops, I'm still hurting over here, but you know,
Staying
hey,
a little
man.
bit.
Hey, you asked for it, dog. I'm going to give you the real thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
did that, man.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home. Yeah.
Hey, that couldn't be more authentic, bro. That was real.
Oh my goodness, dog, that hurt, man. I felt like I got hit like by a truck.
That's what you talking about, laying it in right there. That's what I like to see. That's a laying it in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. For y'all at home, man, if y'all new here, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, man. Like, subscribe, all that share, man, and just tap in with us, bro, because we gonna tap in with y'all, man. We for the people, we for the culture, and we appreciate all our supporters and our followers, man. We on all social media platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, all them good things. So just tap in with us, man.
drop in with the movement. But before we get into our movement, we need to speak on Big Dog over here, his movement,
Yeah,
man.
man. Let's talk about that, bro.
He been doing some things. So, Jay, man, just let us know what really got you into the business and what inspired you to start this wrestling journey of yours.
Really, the person that got me into was my grandfather.
Okay.
I got a real tight relationship with that man, David Joe Wilkerson. It's a man that got the key to my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But my earliest memory was with him watching wrestling. And I just always said, I'm going to become a professional wrestler, and that's the goal. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I've obtained so far, and it's just going to keep growing from there.
That's amazing, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Keep it in the family.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
Chase their dream.
Yeah, I mean, for sure,
Yeah.
definitely chasing that dream. And, you know, you said your grandfather, you know, was the one that kind of got you into the business. When you actually let's take it back. As far as training, where did you go for training?
Okay, so I started at Texas All-Star Wrestling. I'm going to give y'all a little backstory on how I got into it.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
All right, so it's after graduation 2018, right? So I'm trying to figure out how can I find a wrestling school. Now, mind you, 2 years before this, I'm still trying to find a wrestling school, trying to start this journey.
Yeah.
And for some reason, whether it's I didn't have a car, I'm in high school, 16, don't have a car, the money, yada yada, whatever it is, not in the best financial situation. So 18 comes around, graduate. I'm working, you know, got a car now, but I just cannot find a wrestling school. I tell my girl, hey, I'm done trying to find a wrestling school. I can't find it. I can't obtain this dream. I'm just gonna go do something regular. You know what I mean? And she said, nah, you know, go to the gym, go lift, get your mind, you know, do some more searching.
Yeah.
Cool. Went to the gym. First thing I see is a person with a Cody Rhodes shirt on. And this is when he was on the indie scene.
Yeah.
Just became the American Nightmare, right?
Yeah.
So I see the dude named Vinny Zuko. I call him my pops because we locked in like that.
Bad guy, the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I see him in the gym. I say, hey, I like that shirt. He's like, you know what this is? I said, yeah, like I'm a wrestling fan. Like that's Cody Rhodes, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, cool. Well, guess what? I said, what? He said, I'm a professional wrestler. I said, it's not. Quit lying, dog. He said, no, I'm serious. He showed me his phone and everything. I said, okay, cool. How can I get into that? He said, you know what? I'm going to pick you up tomorrow, take you to Greens Point. We're going to go to Texas All-Star Gym. I'm going to get you started then. The same day that I gave up on trying to look for him, I found him, and he helped me get into it. So it's a blessing, dog.
Yeah,
That's love, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's love, man. Shout out to the bad guy, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
to him, man.
Vinny Zuko, man.
Yeah, Zuko, man.
Yeah. Shout out to
him.
Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah,
them.
facts.
Without them, for real, you can't raise a child without a village. And they was the village. Terry Calhoun, Scobie Goldberg, Jason Sullivan, Big Bob. I appreciate all them.
Yeah.
They helped me out for sure.
Sure. That's big ups right there. Speaking of Texas All-Star, like, how long did you, like, really just train with them and stay with them until you start, like, you know, kind of spreading your wings, making moves in different cities in Texas and training with other people?
So I started training with them in November or October 2018. Had my first match June 30th, 2019. It's about 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. Had my first match. I did I did some shows with them. Maybe a year and a half later, ventured out. Me and some of the boys from Texas All-Star Wrestling, you know, we decided to get our own wrestling facility down here in Houston. Opened that up. Live action wrestling, we call it the business factory, trap house wrestling. Okay. Whatever you want to call it, that's what we got a ring, big 20x20 in there, started training, and we had the basics from what Texas All-Star gave us. And then us branching out allowed us to see different things. Yeah. So that allowed us to hone our craft and get better. So without them boys, I probably wouldn't have been able to progress as fast as I did.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Especially doing with the people, you know what I'm saying, that you kind of came up with and learning with, you know what I'm saying? Y'all do it together.
Yeah,
know,
that's the goal. Dog.
That's a movement, man. Something like what we doing.
Exactly.
But something else I want to talk to you about. You just did the charity event, you know, the backpack and school supply drive not too long ago.
Right.
You had my boy come out there and referee,
sir.
you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Just, you know what I'm saying, tell us about how that came about and what really inspires you to just really, okay, I want to put on this event and just really create something, bring people out from the city, because you had a lot of support come out there. A lot of good people showed up for you.
I've always thought about doing something for the community. Even when I first started in Texas All-Star, I'd always go to them and be like, hey, I always want to do something for the community. Is it something that we can, you know, do? We was going to have a show in 2021 or 2020, and then COVID happened. So that shut everything down, you know, and time had to go by. And like August 12th, we did the event. It was just something that I had to do. I seen that Conroe is growing. It's the fastest growing city in America right now. Also, just Montgomery, the whole 936 area is just on the uprise. But what I've realized, and I'll be honest with it, what I've realized, if you look on the other side of the tracks from the city part, you see a lot of poverty. You see a lot of people that can't afford things and can't what's the word? What can I say? They just don't have it.
The haves and the have-nots.
Exactly. So if you see that, you could see the difference. You could see where kids go to school at. You could see the different type of shoes, backpack, pants, clothing, whatever. You know, even the hairstyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Haircuts. It's so me looking at that. That's my community I grew up in. That community raised the Rottweiler J. Davis. You know, I am that community.
Yeah.
So what could I do? Give back to them kids. They the future, and I really believe that. They are the future. The children are.
Yeah, that's true.
Without them, there is no future.
Yeah.
You know, so something small can mean something big, and we helped a lot of people that day that couldn't afford school supplies, clothing, shoes, hygiene products. We helped a lot of people. And that means more to me than anything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
And I just want to applaud you on that.
Yeah, for real, man.
I
For real,
appreciate
for real,
that, man.
And I
Yeah.
also want to say thank you for letting me live out one of my dreams on my bucket list to be a referee, man. I definitely appreciate it. And I learned a lot in that short period of time, and it gave me a lot more respect. Like for us, I have a lot more respect for the business that I already had.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, like everything, and then understanding the reps and what they do, and it's like, bro, people just think referees just in the ring just to be in the ring, bro. They work.
Yeah, they
you
do.
Communicate,
Yeah.
also
Yes.
protecting the wrestler.
They're literally, bro. If they're literally probably the most important piece of the match, and they don't get enough credit. When you take the referee out of the equation, there's no match. It's just two dudes or two females
Slugging
or
it.
two people in general just in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you,
It's
you
not
need the
officiated.
refs. No, it's a sport.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
for
I
sure.
mean? So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
should be,
yeah.
it should be as such.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's dope, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I brought my mom and dad out. They was pretty happy to see me in the ring.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. That was cool, man. I was like a kid in Toys R Us, man. Like for real, man.
Living the dream.
Oh,
living
yeah,
the dream.
man.
Definitely.
So for a long time, man, you was the champion in UPW. Man. How did you get into UPW and getting in from your start and then getting a belt put on you? How was that?
I'm the Rottweiler J. Davis.
Hey, that's how it is, man. That's how it
No, but in all serious though, I mean, I just had a lot of support.
Yo.
Young people, older people, especially the older cats, because I learned from them. I think the biggest mistake a young talent can make is not try to learn from the older guys, because they know. Just like in regular life, they know.
Yeah.
You know, it's wisdom.
Yeah, you gotta suck
So
up
they're gonna
that
teach
game.
exactly. They're gonna teach you. I think just me me sitting under the learning tree and wanting to learn from them, really made a lot of vets look at me different and wanted to go back for me, and that is something I respect. And in due time in the future, when I'm older, and my time is coming to retire, I want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just having Jason Sullivan, Bart, and everybody else, gunning for me and saying, hey, this guy could be the future of UPW really meant a lot. Yeah. So when the time came, I really wanted to. I don't feel like I did the best as champion, but I definitely feel like my reign was something that a lot of people can say, he made me feel something as champion, hopefully. If not, I didn't do my part, but, I feel like I could have done better.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Yeah, because you was a champion for a while.
Yeah, a little over a year. Right at a year.
He made
Yeah,
some
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of stamp on that,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, because we was hearing about UPW like through the grapevine,
Right.
And like I think it was Slack homeboy. I can't remember his name, man.
He always be a-
Chevy,
yeah,
my boy
man.
Chevy, yeah.
Shout out Chevy, man. Yeah, he the one put us on UPW, man. So once we looked into it, I was like, oh, okay. I'm really kind of really mad because it's so many Texas wrestling promotions that's around us that I could have been going to
And you
that
ain't
I
even
had
know it.
no
Yeah,
idea about.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like they got Loco. Like I think that's when we first saw you was at Loco.
Yeah.
More than that's when when my name really started becoming not. And I'm not saying I'm a big name. My name is growing, and I'm willing to work hard for it to grow bigger. But I think Loco was that jet fuel that started what I am today too.
They got a powerful movement over there, though,
they
man.
do.
Like they got like I say, a cult following, bro. So like,
Hardcore fan base.
you get Loco fans behind you,
Yeah,
you take over, bro. I'm telling you,
and it was
real.
Loco was a big part of being in the first main event of Loco. And then the next show, wrestling Fuego del Sol.
Yeah.
Then I got the opportunity to wrestle Laredo Kid.
Yo, that was pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah, then I got the opportunity to wrestle Hernandez from LAX. Y'all,
Oh,
Sean,
yeah.
Hernandez. Yeah, like.
Oh, hold on, before you go any farther, let's talk about that.
All right.
Yeah, we got to
talk
speak
about
on
that.
that,
So,
man. Yeah, that's
Fuego
a big
del
deal.
Sol.
Yeah.
Okay, like how was it meeting him and everything like that? Because I actually been following him since he was doing trampoline wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How was that interaction?
Meeting Fuego.
Yeah.
Fuego's a cool dude. He really laid back, chill, calm. He's passionate about wrestling.
Yeah.
And so that I respect that. Anybody that's passionate about wrestling, I'm
Yeah,
welcoming.
for
You know
sure.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
sure,
Because
for
I
sure.
share a passion for wrestling as well. But he was amazing. Our match was pretty nice. I won.
Trey,
Yeah.
That's what matters right there.
You already know what it is, Rottweiler J. Davis.
Yeah.
I couldn't let him come in, and he was about to get signed to AEW.
Oh,
nah,
yeah.
I wasn't finna let him try to beat me.
Get that rub, bro.
Yeah, go ahead and get that rub. Took that, dog.
Yeah, I need that.
That's what's up, bro. Then you went against Laredo Kid.
Yeah.
I got
Man,
introduced to
that's big.
Laredo Kid from MLW. He was the cruiserweight champion, but I think he was the cruiserweight champion for AAA. But that's when I saw him going against Leo Rush. So that's when I first got introduced to him. So how was that as well?
Wrestling Laredo Kid was different, dog. He, man, fast paced.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of stuff that I didn't think I could do. I was, bouncing off the ropes, doing like Arabian moonsaults. Like, I give him like Arabian moonsault arm drags and stuff. Like, he was just, I was doing stuff and he was doing stuff, and the match went over so good with the fans. And I think that night I probably got the respect from the local fans just for the match that we put on.
Yeah.
People threw money and stuff, so it was like
Oh, yeah.
it was one of them things. Like, dang, I just wrestled Laredo Kid, and it was a good match. Like I was happy.
Whenever they throw that money in there,
Yeah,
you got them.
Yeah, because we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
At the main
You got 'em.
events. You
That's
know?
respect.
Yeah, for sure. And then you say you went against Hernandez. How was that guy? That's a big dude. Matter of fact,
Super mix.
yeah, Superman.
Man.
Man, boy, yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's definitely Hernandez. Nah, he it was a good match. I was still younger at the time, so that aggressiveness that I have now wasn't on display at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was soft. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was soft at the time. I was trying to show out and be flashy. I had to fix that after that night and had to let the real me come out. He humbled me that night. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to get some staples in my head.
Ooh.
Yeah. He was. We fought.
Wow.
We fought. But I respect Hernandez. I grew up watching him, and I love his work. I'm a real big fan of Hernandez. You know, nothing negative to say about him or anything. I'm a fan, like a real big fan of Hernandez.
Man, that's dope, man. I mean, for you to be so young and wrestle some of these guys in this business and gain their respect and acknowledgement, man, that says a lot about you yourself. You know what I'm saying? And what you bring to the table. Somebody I want to ask you about, I seen you face was Brian Keith. What was it like facing Brian Keith, BK?
Man, Brian Keith is probably one of the best wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with. Just the game he can give you, and just him as a competitor, as a wrestler, dude is aggressive. One of that's wrestling him. The two matches we had, one of my two favorite matches ever. Wow. You know, we went to a draw, in the second match, I believe we went to a draw. The fans said, let them fight. Let them for 5 more minutes, whatever. And, you know, came down, got 5 more minutes, and we still went to a draw. He's like, you got to restart this, win it again. And, you know, unfortunately, the Rottweiler J. Davis didn't come out with the championship. But I believe I took a piece of Brian Keith with me that night. I hope I did.
Sure, man. And you know, another thing too, like again, we have to just recognize the fact that you've been going all over Texas and everything like that. I believe I saw you in Row one time or twice.
Yeah, I did a few shows at Row.
And UPW, Loco, Texas Contender Series, which has been going on, New Texas Pro. Like, that means something.
Yeah.
You're getting booked at these different locations to wrestle and entertain, whether they like you or not, whether they boo or cheer. You're coming out there to be the Rottweiler J. Davis. And it's like, that means something. People are watching. Not only that, a lot of these programs that you're on, they're on different subscription networks as well. And that's all over the world. So people's eyes are on you. And with that being said, man, I wish you nothing but great success, injury free, and just I just wish you the best, bro. I want to see you on my TV one day with the big dogs.
I appreciate that. One day.
Yeah.
He is a big dog.
You get what I'm saying.
He just got to find his way to that yard.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean,
definitely.
because like I was telling you, the one thing I like about AEW is it's a lot of indie talent that they give the opportunity to be on there to showcase. You know what I'm saying? We had Fly Death and Mysterious Q, Vert Vixen. I hope I'm not butchering her name. Promise Braxton and everything like that. And that's a lot of homegrown talent from here around this Houston area. I really hope to see you one day, bro.
Man, one day, y'all gonna see me on there one day. That's a promise.
Brian Danielson.
Shout out BK
just put up with BK. That was pretty dope, man.
Exactly.
Somebody you wrestled.
So
that's pretty dope, man.
Not to put you on the spot, but if everything was right in the perfect world and you make it to the big leagues, when you make it to the big leagues, where do you want to go? Where do you picture yourself?
The end all be all is WWE. I told y'all, you know, I'm be honest. The end all be all is WWE. You know, any opportunity I get, I'm going to definitely capitalize, whether that be NWA, AEW, WWE, Impact, MLW, AAA, wherever, New Japan, Noah, wherever. I'm going to definitely make a presence. I'm going to be known. And when I do leave from there, my name value is going to be a lot bigger. That's the main goal.
You know what you kind of put me in the mind of? And I say this respectfully, because this guy right here is a freaking beast to me. Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, I can see
You
that.
see it?
That hard hitting
Yeah,
style, you know what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can just, man, it'll be dope to see both of y'all in the ring, bro. That's gonna be a hard hitting match.
Wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hey, give due respect, but
Yeah.
I'm the Rottweiler J Davis.
big
I'm
dog,
not
man.
known like that yet, but I'm gonna be known one day.
Yeah.
And if Jeff Cobb is still around and he wanna tie up with me, we can see what happens.
I don't think he want them problems, big dog.
Yeah, I don't think so
man.
neither. But hey, matter of fact, whoever watching this right now, tag Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, okay.
Tell him the Rottweiler J Davis
Tell
calling them. I don't even say calling them out. Just tell him to watch it.
Okay. All right, we like that.
He want to
Make sure
wrestle, we
y'all-
can wrestle. Want to fight, we can fight.
Right now, man,
Yeah.
what y'all need to do is, man, right now, tag Jeff Cobb in this clip right
Do
here.
that.
Man. We definitely gonna
Expeditiously.
post it.
Do that.
right now.
Yeah. See my
Well,
TI words? I'm
yeah,
trying-
yeah,
yeah.
See,
You know, the
earlier
big
you
words, we
said-
use them sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
We use them.
Earlier you said you had got staples, right?
Yeah.
I've been seeing
Man, that's
some
crazy.
photos from a while back, man. Your back was all bleeding and everything like that, man. How did like you was in a couple of death matches or something?
That's crazy.
Now, Rottweiler J Davis don't do no death matches, but people can't whoop me, so they got to use weapons.
Man, that's messed up.
So one match, it was actually a local Black Widow versus Sadika. I'm in Black Widow's corner, and I get in. They Black Widow and Sadika go through the table outside. I go get in like, oh my god, like I'm tripping. I turn around. Adam is Strange, I believe is his name. I'm sorry if I'm getting his name wrong. Picks me up, right? Crazy, strong. Flips me into the broken window glass.
Oh,
Cut me up.
snap.
Cut me up.
Wow.
I go to the back. I'm bleeding. I'm like, oh, like what happened? I'm
Yeah.
confused. Like, first of all, he just picked me up. Like, I don't like being manhandled like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm grown. You know what I mean?
Don't pick me up.
Like,
Don't
I'm
pick me
grown. And then the second time, me and Sadika had a little beef. Me and her had a match at Loco.
Okay.
I told her ass up. Sorry about that. You bleeped that out. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, bro.
But before the match, the show before, I'm on top rope, about to do a moonsault or something, come out, hit me over the back with a light tube. Now with light tubes, they crack, they shatter, and they are sharp. So when she hit, it sliced me.
Oh, man.
So I had to get staples in my back. And then the same night I wrestled Hernandez, I forgot what happened, but I had to get staples in my head from that match.
Man.
So I had like 4 staples in my head and like 8 to 10 in my back.
Wow.
And I wrestled the next day.
Yeah, I had to ask about that because that picture would look like you was in a
Yeah,
death match. I was like,
for
wait a
real.
minute, Jay Davis doing death matches now?
Yeah, nah.
Like, wow, I had to ask you about that.
Oh yeah, I'm
It's
like
good to
Debo.
say, if you're a
Like
wrestler, you need some pretty good insurance too. behind
Yeah,
You know.
for sure.
that. For real, man. It's crazy.
And so I also want to ask about this, man. I got to check you into the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network grocery store. So right now, you buy something, you got to get a receipt. So speaking of receipts, and I just felt the chop, and my chest still burning. Have you ever had to give anybody a receipt, and have you actually had to take a receipt?
Yeah, it's the wrestling business.
Okay.
I've given and I've taken receipts, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fight.
Yeah.
It's
At the end of
real.
the day, that's what it is a fight.
It's real.
You know what they always say? You gotta take some to get some. You know what I'm saying? So,
For sure. 'Cause if y'all just felt what I felt earlier with that chop, I don't think I want no
snap.
receipt from Jay Davis.
I
don't want no
count me
receipt.
out on that.
Well, I guess we just cashed him out of that. So that's the end of the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast. Grocery store. That was short and sweet.
Yeah. So let's do something else. Let's kind of test you on your wrestling pedigree. See where you stand with certain people you like. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
See
do me
who
like,
you
nah,
really
just playing. You good?
mess
yeah.
with in the business.
I got you.
So we got We do a greatest of all time and currently.
Okay.
So I'll ask you, who is your greatest of all time male wrestler?
Shawn Michaels,
Okay. Who is currently?
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Ooh,
Okay. Oh
okay,
yeah, I like
All right,
that.
Okay. Greatest female of all time.
Trish Stratus.
That's, I think everybody
Everybody's saying
everybody
Trish.
go with
It's between Trish and Victoria.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, currently.
Ooh, it's so many like great talent.
Right now, yeah, man. Currently, that talent is crazy. With these women.
Yeah. Now with everybody like
I'm
really reaching that peak, it is hard
Mm-hmm.
now.
I'm gonna have to go indie scene though, and I'm gonna have to give y'all a list of like 5.
Okay,
Okay,
that's cool.
come on
Yeah,
with
that's
it, come
cool.
on
You
with
be the first to do it.
My 3 favorite indie scene female wrestlers right
Mm-hmm.
now. Danny B.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. She on top of her game.
Yeah, Charity King.
Yeah. she's another one.
Mia Friday is really doing her thing.
Yeah,
too.
she is.
She represents.
Bigger names. Charlotte. And then Tiffany Stratton. She's actually doing
The
her.
one in NXT.
Yeah, like
yeah,
I like
I like her too.
thing.
Yeah, she been doing her thing. That match she had with Becky, she really surprised me.
Yeah,
I was like,
that,
bro, okay.
I think that's probably why I
Yeah.
just put her.
I said she can go,
in there,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like
She
that.
can go. Okay, who is your greatest of all time tag team?
Steiners.
Steiners. Okay,
I think that's a first, right?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that might be the first. I think
that's
that is
a
the
first.
Yeah, that's the
Steiners,
first.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Real dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently greatest tag team.
FTR.
FTR?
Ooh, okay. Top
Top
guys.
guys. Yeah.
Okay. What's the favorite match of all time?
Probably Shun and Taker 25.
Ooh,
The story
yeah.
that had.
Yeah.
And they just great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That to me, that's the greatest match of all time to me. Yeah.
Not to go off subject, but as soon as you said storyline, I just had to ask you this question. Have you ever felt yourself in a storyline that was like really meaningful? You know, I know like a lot of times on the indie scenes, you know, people just book matches, but when you constantly have a rivalry with somebody or, you know, you're constantly in the same match with somebody, it builds a story. Have you ever find yourself having that rivalry with somebody and actually kind of building a storyline with them?
Well, I mean, any rivalry I have, I'm gonna let it be known. Like I'm finna step on you, so I want you to bring that same energy to me. And if we do that, then you know, different styles build fights.
Yeah, most definitely.
Those be the greatest fights. So if I'm stepping on your neck,
Yeah.
I want you to do the same to me. But I'm the Rottweiler J Davis. You not finna step on my neck. So you better come correct.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
So also too, man, your favorite belt of all time with any company.
I used to like the Mid Atlantic Championships that they used to have. I'm like
Like the Junkyard Dog.
yeah, I'm like an old school wrestling fan, man. I
yeah.
anything 60s, 70s, 80s, in early to mid 90s championships, I love.
Like
Yeah.
what's that old school NWA belts?
Yeah, they got the
Yeah.
Mid Atlantic,
Yeah.
and then they got like the my favorite belt, one of my new favorite belts that I like that's old school, man. Jim Cornette, man, that Smoky Mountain,
Smoky
the
Mountain,
Smoky
yeah,
Mountain
yeah.
heavyweight
Jim
championship
Cornette,
belt.
oh man, great.
Yeah.
I love Jim Cornette, dog.
Yeah.
I love Jim Cornette.
All right, I got one for. What's your favorite Jim Cornette nickname?
Oh Lord,
Like his?
No, like do something he gives somebody. You ain't gotta say who the person is. We'll know who you talking about though.
wow.
He be saying some of the craziest
Oh,
names, bro.
Yeah.
Dino douche.
Wow.
That's funny to me.
Wow.
Cause I'm up here sitting, I'm like, what did he just say?
Dude. I listen to Cornette like.
I'm like, bro.
Oh
almost
man,
every
he be
day.
wildin', bro. He be wildin'.
Bro, I be at work listening to him almost every day, bro. Some of the stuff he went from Kenny Olivier,
Oh, my
Kungamunga Kids,
God.
Willa Useless, Taker shit. That when I first heard that one, that took me out, bro. I was like, why he called Takeshita that? I was like, wow.
Because if you look at his name,
Yeah, his
that's
name.
what it looks like.
That one just blew me away, bro. I
God.
think that was my favorite one, dog. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's wild right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's crazy. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think what's my favorite one.
Oh man, I don't
Twinkle
think,
Toes
yeah.
McFinger Bang.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's one right there.
dude, bro. And then he
how
called.
many nicknames he got for
He got
Kenny Omega?
yeah,
Too
he
many.
got Olivier,
Too many, bro.
and then he called Moxley the plumber.
What he call Russo?
Oh,
Vince
shit
Russo?
stain.
Oh, shit stain. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit stain.
Oh my, Jim Cornette.
I love Jim
just,
Cornette. He just
Yeah,
like
man.
unfiltered, bro. But he
Yeah.
be speaking some truth though. You know what I'm
he
saying?
remind me of that uncle at the barbecue that don't care what he say.
Yeah, he just gonna say
Just
it.
he be
It
like,
don't even matter.
don't mind him. He just
He
talking
always
trash.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just. I like Cornette, man. I like Cornette.
His brain is something to be picked.
Yeah.
I really want to just
Most
get
definitely.
5 minutes if I could. I'd pay for it.
Yeah.
5 minutes just for him to give me some knowledge, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I best believe he'll drop some jewels on you
for
too.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Also too, man, I just wanted to ask you, before we get out of here, for like the people who was just getting hip to Jay Davis, the Rottweiler, Rottweiler Jay Davis. Could you like shed some inspiring words for the upcoming wrestlers that, even the ones that know who you are, that's looking up to you, and just the young guys coming up in the game? Could you give them some like kind of guidance and some, of just trying to be great at this craft?
Man, the one thing I want to say, and for the young guys coming up, listen to the older guys. Listen to everybody, because you can take bad from older guys and you can take good and great. Weed out the bad, take the good, take the great, and use that towards yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
one thing people take for granted in this world is knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more valuable you are, the more of an asset you are to a company, to yourself, to your family, whatever. Knowledge. Listen. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. And I grew up on that. Listen more than you talk.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's all I can say. That's literally it. Listen more than you talk.
And another thing too that like really made me respect the business more. I always been a fan since I was a kid. My mom and dad is a fan, and that's how I got into it with my parents. You know what I'm saying? But the day that you gave me the opportunity to live out my dream to be a referee, also stayed to the end and help with the ring, putting the ring up. And I was also there in the beginning to help a little bit,
I appreciate
putting it up.
that. It was hot day.
And that experience really just, again, made me respect the business more. To learning how to put the ring together and putting it down, and how everybody came together to work as a team,
Yeah.
that really shows you like the art of the wrestling business
camaraderie.
that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't see that.
Right.
As regular fans, we just go to the show, the ring's there. Or the chairs is here. It's a lot that come with being a pro wrestler.
Yeah, it is.
So again, man, I appreciate everything, bro. I appreciate everything, the opportunity, and just wrestling in general, bro. So again, thank you, bro.
Next year, 2024, January, February. Got to pick a date. If y'all want to come out, y'all want to commentate, do y'all thing, whatever, announce whatever y'all want to do.
Whatever you
We
need us
there.
to do.
Hey,
Yeah.
we feeding the homeless that day.
Ain't nothing wrong
Gonna
with
make
that.
sure everybody gonna make sure they get some food,
Yeah.
clothing possibly.
Yeah.
If you got bread, you gonna pay.
Facts.
But
Yeah.
$5 entry fee. If
Yeah.
you don't have it, no worries. You still gonna get you a plate. You still gonna watch some wrestling.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be able to enjoy. If you can donate, would definitely love. Not just. I'm not saying y'all. If y'all want to, but if you're gonna come to the show, definitely love if you're gonna donate if you have it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you don't have it financially, you can't. It doesn't matter. Still gonna get you a plate. Still gonna enjoy some wrestling.
Yeah.
The main goal is to have the community come together.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And with that being said, man, the big propaganda is gonna make a contribution to that, bro.
I appreciate
we love that. We part of the community, we part of the culture, and we want to just see everybody be great, and we all for it. And we also too, man, socks. Socks is the number one requested thing for as giving back to like homeless shelters and stuff like that.
Right.
It's the number one thing. So I'm definitely, we could try to come together and do like a sock drive too.
Yeah, I'm down with
You know
that.
what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man.
I'm down with that.
Sure, man. Oh man, I'm still feeling that chop, y'all. So, bro, my chest on fire, bro.
I told you, man, you need a wet wipe, man.
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, dog.
I got Big Bo coming up, bro. Oh Lord, that's gonna even be
Put
worse.
some numbing cream on your chest.
What? Goodness. Hey man, we got this called shots and chops for a reason, man. Hey man.
One more time for the walk waller, the big dog, Jay Davis, man. Let's give it up for him.
Hey,
Yes, sir, man.
hey, big ups for big propaganda, man.
Oh,
Hey,
man, we
you know,
appreciate it.
Y'all
We
doing y'all
appreciate it.
thing.
Trying to get this
I love this.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Nah, for real, I do.
Oh,
Y'all gonna come up.
hey, man. We
Like y'all. This setup nice.
Hey,
Thank you, man.
we all
professional.
coming, trust me. The city is up. We is gonna do our thing. We representing together.
Yeah.
This is unity. You know what I'm saying? For the culture, we're gonna represent. We're gonna keep shining.
Yeah, and then like for the people who don't know, this started off as a hobby. So we never knew this was gonna blow up like this.
Right.
And like the little success that we are having, we're grateful for every drop of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we've interviewed
People like you coming through, want to mess with us, man.
Yeah.
Chop it up with us. We appreciate y'all, man.
for
real.
sure. We
Means a lot.
interviewed Jay Davis. Well, Jay Davis, you're right here. We interviewed the Rottweiler Jay Davis, Zilla Fatu, Mysterious Q, Ryan Davison, Promise Braxton, Brad Gilmore.
Y'all got me. Y'all got me. In
The
list
list
of
goes
names.
on.
Hey,
Abel Andrew Jackson.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
La Familia.
Oh, I love them
I mean,
boys.
so,
Yeah.
we
Nice.
I mean, bro, we've been doing pretty good, man. So the next person who I'm gonna call out for shots and chops, Stephen Wolf.
What I want to start doing is I want to get a wall.
Yeah, we gotta do
All our
that.
guests on-
Get them to sign it.
Yeah, give them the
Yeah,
sign.
we're
That'd
gonna
be
do
dope.
that. We're gonna do that for sure, man. And again, man, Jay Davis, man, thank you again. I just can't, bro. You like
Definitely.
one of my top guys, bro. Like
I appreciate
people
that.
don't understand like on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like behind the podcast, we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, bro. And to interact with great people like yourself. We appreciate that, and we want to just stay connected. We all about building and growing and seeing everybody just glow up, bro, and just staying connected. And with that being said, man, don't be a stranger.
You're always welcome.
Yeah, always
man.
welcome.
Always
And even
welcome.
outside the podcast, bro, we can hang out, do whatever. So, hey,
Yeah, I'm
man,
always
we locked
down,
in.
dog. We
We
can do
locked
that.
in for sure, man. With that being said, man, again for y'all at home, man, watching. Man, hit that notification bell, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You subscribe to us, we're gonna subscribe back to y'all, man. We all for the people, for the culture. Shout out to the Tag Champs Podcast. Shout out to OG Slack. Shout out to Kung Fu Eddie Baby. Shout out to Corey Jarrett. Shout out to Guru. And I'm Mikey Manslaughter Facts, man.
And it's your boy Zello Smoke. And we got our boy,
The Walk Waller, Jay Davis.
Hey, can I give one more shout out real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the wrestling facility that me and the boys got. Live Action Wrestling, Trap
Okay.
House Wrestling, whatever. 2016 Johanna Drive, Houston, Texas. Pull up if y'all want to do something.
Okay,
bet.
And yeah, and don't forget, man, when y'all down with the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network, the PWO, you're down for life.
Hey.